Alright, welcome back for part 10 of our Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. We're on a bit of a roll today. It's a kind of a lazy Saturday. So I figured I'd keep recording and just keep doing a couple more episodes. I do record these kind of back to back and just upload them spread out just to give you guys a couple of episodes a week. But yeah, so we will go back and continue Los Bastiles where we left off last time. So we did get the Strayed Cell Bonfire. We did not trade any of our souls to Strayed. There's nothing really worth it just yet. What we will do is try and go and open that extra bonfire and the extra blacksmith. And then try to progress and just maybe get to the boss, try and beat the boss. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to get this boss on the first try. Like I said, he is really annoying. So what you want to do is, this is going to be the easier way. We're approaching this by the opposite direction. Should make opening that shortcut a bit easier. I don't think you can backstab these guys. I could be mistaken. So we'll just kill this guy. Run through. Lucatiel has now disappeared. She has moved on to her next location. We will be using her to fight the, not this boss, but a boss in another area. Again, you want to be really careful here. He throws fire. I've got a fire longsword, and all those barrels down there are exploding barrels. Could have probably used those to our advantage there as he walked past them, but it's kind of hard to see, and I don't want to fall off the level here. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Now approaching this from this direction will let us kick the barrel down, and it should not randomly go to the side like it did when we tried to get it from the opposite direction. We are going to play this safe and just lure this guy away from the barrel. Teleport there. So what you want to do is try and hit this barrel going straight as possible, right in the middle, and it should hopefully just go down straight and hit the wall, which, yeah, there we go. Much easier to do from that way. The other way, it seems to always veer off at the last possible second. I just prefer doing it from this end. It just seems to work better. Kill these dogs quick. Probably didn't have to kill all of these dogs, but we're there. A lot of dogs. Pick up a soul item while we're at it, and we will go in here and light this bonfire. If you're following along, you should still have at least one torch. You will want to use it here. So we'll just stand up. I did not actually mean to rest, sadly, which means all the dogs behind me have respawned. And so have all the other guys. So you want to light this torch here, and I'll show you why in a second. Talk to the bonfire. Talk to the blacksmith.
Dear friend, then I'm so right.
You want to give him the dull ember we got, which was in the chest behind the pursuer in Los Bastiles when we shortcutted. And this will mean that now you can infuse weapons depending on if you have the stones for it. And by that I mean the actual magical stones and not your testicular fortitude. So you can see here, if you have a Fire Drake sword, Fire Drake stone, you can add, you can enchant this with fire. You need a faint stone for magic. Lightning is bolt stone. Dark stone gives you dark damage. Poison stone, which we did get, will add poison damage to any weapon. Bleed stone will add bleed damage. Raw stone is raw infusion. I believe that just makes, it removes all, if I'm not mistaken, it removes all scaling, or it reduces it greatly. As you can see here, it would reduce our both to E, but it will boost up the damage significantly. Enchanted will just add scaling on your intelligence, I believe. And then you have just mundane stone, which reduces, but I don't get the point of it. Now we can open these chests. All of them are completely safe to get a heavy bolt for our crossbow. Get some iron arrows. Large titanite. And a titanite shard. Now you'll notice he's sitting on a metal chest. By lighting that torch, if we rest and come back, he will have moved locations. Just travel back, out and back in. And he should have moved over to where we lit the torch. He's named McDuff, by the way, so if you're looking for the bonfire, it's called McDuff's. So he should have now moved and let us open that chest. There you go, he's now moved. We can now open this iron chest back here to get a craftsman hammer and some twinkling titanite. And I think now we will try and just do a bit of progress. So again, kill these annoying dogs. Another soul item, we won't complain too much about that. You want to get this guy to kick the barrel down. Sometimes he just kind of refuses to. So what we can do is if you actually... Hear another dog. Yep, there's another dog. Sadly, there is no way to close this back. If you have fire arrows, what you can do is just go ahead and nail that barrel with a fire arrow to do significant amount of damage to that monster. You'll notice the item above there, we will be getting that semi-shortly. Somehow we're inside the monster there. So what you want to do is keep progressing all the way back up here to the room where Lucatiel was. However, this time we are going to walk across this bridge. There are two of these swordsmen. Shouldn't be too much trouble for you. Watch out, because again, these are all exploding barrels. The darker ones that are on the side are all exploding barrels. Break them to stay safe. And you will need a fragrant branch to progress. Luckily, we have a third. You should too if you're following along exactly. Nope, and this guy decided he is joining the fray, so we will just take him out. When they decide they're casting their fireballs, the fireballs are so weak and they're so slow that we actually want them to do that. Get a bunch of hits in. You want to open this door and then watch out because there is a bit of an ambush. Run in, run back out, and just kind of wait for it. Actually, I think I have some witching urns, which... Oh, they are way closer than I thought. It's not useful. I can still hear more of them coming. Like I said, a bit of an ambush, but you want to be very careful because we are about to die. I'm gonna try and chuck some Estus, hopefully this goes through. No, it doesn't. Second death during the playthrough. What are you gonna do? There's a lot of these guys, they just kind of show up, so there's not much you can do about it. We are actually going to move over to the Tower Apart bonfire, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that we took through the bird's nest. I'm going to come at this from the other direction. We will actually, I should have rested before, but we will restore to human. I like to stay human, especially if you're playing offline, because it does actually increase your luck, which is your item discovery. Oh, that was close. This should technically bring us exactly back to where we were, and our souls will be right here. We'll just recover those very quickly. Yep. NPC help would be very welcome at this point, but apparently it's not an option. So, and we are out of witching urns. We're just gonna kind of wait for these guys right here. Hopefully get a couple of hits in. Nope. With the, oh, that is not good, not good, not good. I did not think that guy would be showing us. We want to dispatch these guys as fast as possible. Like I said, you want him to hit you with the fireballs. It's not that bad, it doesn't do as much damage as his massive swing would. See, I'm right behind him. I don't think you can backstab these guys. There are a few enemies in the game that you can't backstab. We are going to use a life gem if I can stop scrolling past it. And again, this is a bit of a split, so you can come down this way. I don't think there was anything here, and then you can take these stairs down to shortcut this again. You want to be careful. I believe that's the door in the original Dark Souls. It will just instantly kill you. I think they fixed it, and I'm hoping I'm not making a mistake here. Yeah, see, they fixed this in Scholars. You won't just walk straight through to your death. In the original version, if you open that door, you walk straight through and you die. We're going to go this way because it lets us backstab a couple of guys. Always useful. Kill these two. Dropped an item. Take our life gem. You'll see there's a summon sign back there. We will be going back. I'm just showing you guys you can shortcut an entire area again. There's another summon sign there. We'll be grabbing that as well for the boss. And I think we're just going to go ahead and do the boss in this episode. We're right there. We're like I said, we will be doing the full tour for you guys. So we're going to go backwards and show you the other way to get to the boss. And this way you want to be very careful because there are a lot of exploding barrels everywhere if you come this way. If you hit them with, again, we're using a fire sword. And this is not good. We do not want to die a second time here. We're just going to run away and use a life gem quickly. Clear those two guys out. The summon sign is right there, and there is a lever here to open this door. I'm gonna try and get to full health. Summon this guy very quickly, Felicia the Brave. Go and get the other summon sign, which I believe is right here, which should be Pilgrim Belclair. Wait for them both to be summoned. There you go. And we will go in and fight the boss, which is actually 3 bosses. So right off the bat, you're going to fall down onto this platform and fight the first Sentinel. If if you're a caster, this is not that bad of a fight. If you're not, this can be very annoying. You can see right there, we're on a very narrow platform for the first one. You do not want to fall off this platform just yet. I'm going to back up and just get a heal in here. And not die would be also brilliant, so we're going to go ahead and use a flask while we can. The first sentinel will die, and then you will notice there are 2 more. If you can get the plunge attack, like I just did, you will do a good chunk of damage. You want to watch out, because they do have a very long range with those hammers. Now again, if you're a caster, stay up there, let the melee guys come down here and take care of the sentinels. I don't have that luxury right now, so I'm just going to jump into the fray and try and kill these guys as fast as possible. Of course, he's going to block. Pilgrim is about to die. These guys are quite weak to magic, so again, if you're a caster, this is stay up top, let the melee guys take care of them. You'll see they did like that spin attack. It does a lot of damage if you don't block it. And even if you block it, it ends up taking a lot of your stamina. We just took a bunch of hits there I didn't want to take. Up. There goes Felicia the Brave, he's basically dead. Yep, there goes Felicia the Brave. So what you want to do is try and take one of them out as fast as possible. Once that's done, you shouldn't have too much trouble taking out the last one. Except when they both gang up on you like they just did. We are nearly out of flasks too, that is not good. One of these is nearly dead. Sentinel Reese here is nearly dead. Down. There we go, one down, and the other one is soon to follow. So just go ahead and kill these guys. And there you go, kind of did it for us. Kill these guys, I'll show you all the secrets in this room, and then we will progress to the next checkpoint, and then we will probably call it there. You want to check all these walls. I don't even remember which ones are secrets, but there are a lot of secret walls in this area. So just check all of them, just to be safe. You want to hit them once. Our sword is actually getting pretty low, so bonfire will be appreciated. We're getting there in just a minute. Come on. I swear to you guys, there are a lot of secret walls in here. I'm just apparently going to find them last. Oh, yes, I'm an idiot. Dark Souls 1 and 2, you had to hit the walls. Dark Souls 2, press A. There should be a couple more. And then I think there's a secret inside the secret. Loop all the way around here. That was not one. That is another one. Kind of hug the wall, mash A as you go. So there you go. We've got one secret here, which gives us a rusted coin. Not super useful. Got another secret here, which is nothing, if I remember correctly. Yep, this one is just nothing. We had another one down here, which will give us a chest, which is a target shield. Nothing else in this one. Where is this? Then in here, you have a ladder there, and I believe you want to go up that ladder. There is nothing else in here, so we want to go up. All the way up. And get a chest. To get us a spell. You want to check the wall here, because there's another secret which will let us go back out. get the item that was up here, which is a homeward bone. I'm not guaranteeing I'll make... I actually made the jump. You want to run through here to avoid exactly that. Come back. This is the way you would normally come up if you took the stairs. We kind of shortcutted it a little bit. You can hear that clinking of chains. I believe this is where it is. There should be another secret wall right here. You want to be careful because there is one of those mummy guys in there. You don't want to hit the chest. You can hit the chest once. If you hit it twice, I believe it breaks. Get some rouge water. Our sword is at risk, but we saw there is a bonfire right over here, and we will probably wrap this episode up right here. Next episode, we will wrap up this area and move on to the next. So we want to light this bonfire, and we will go back to town. And there you go. So next episode, we will come back, wrap up this area, and then progress further.